Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Ankiholic Online Classes. In this channel I will clear your all doubts related to your studies of different classes. So with a smile, let's get started with today's video. Today I will cover class 8 math chapter rational number. So what is a rational number? Basically all the numbers are rational number in the form of p by q. Let me explain you. Now p should not be equal to 0, also q should not be equals to 0. P can either be positive or negative but not 0. Similarly q can also be positive or negative but cannot be 0. So p or q should not be equals to 0, then only it can be a rational number. Now every number is a rational number. How? So p by 1, it is a rational number. Minus p by 1 can also be a rational number. For example, any number positive or negative is a rational number. Let me give you an example. For example, 6 is a number. We can write it 6 by 1. Also minus 5 is a number. We can write it minus 5 by 1. So basically all the numbers have the denominator 1 and all are rational number. Now we will read what is addition of relational numbers. Now again there are two cases. Case 1 where denominator is same. I believe you know what is denominator. The lower one whatever we write in the fraction is called denominator. Now case 2 is denominator is different. So now let me explain you more with some examples. For example, p by q by r by q will give you p plus r by q as denominator is same. For example, let me take 5 by 7 plus minus 3 by 7. So LCM being same, it will be 5 plus minus 3 which will be 2 by 7. So this is the first case. Now in second case, let us take the example minus 3 by 5 plus 2 by 3. So now what we will do, we will take the LCM of 5 and 3 which will be coming 15. 5 into 3 is 15. Now what we will do, we will make the denominator same. So now what we will multiply? To 5 3 to make the denominator 15. Similarly to 3 we will multiply 5 to make the denominator 15, and hence now we will add minus 3 by 5 is 9 by 15 over here, and whatever was there 2 by 3 will be 10 by 15. So minus 3 by 5 becomes 9 by 15, 2 by 3 becomes 10 by 15, and hence the result is 1 by 15. So the next topic we are going to cover is properties of addition of rational number. So basically it has 5 properties. We will cover one by one. Yes. Alright, so number 1 property, which is closure property. This property explains if a number or a rational number p by q is a rational number and r by s is a rational number also, and being the denominator q and s not equals to 0, then the addition p by q plus r by s, whatever the result will be, the result will also be a rational number. So this is the closure property. Second, this is commutative property. So this property states that two fractions, for example p by q is a rational number and r by s is also a rational number, being both the denominator q and s is not equals to 0. So p by q plus r by s will be equals to r by s by p by q. Got it? So this is commutative property. Now third one is existence of additive property. In this property, suppose if we have a fraction p by q, yes, and then it is a rational number, then p by q plus 0 will be the same, that is p by q, or 0 plus p by q. Now the fourth property is existence of additive inverse. So additive inverse property states that if we are adding the inverse of a number, for example the fraction is p by q, so the inverse of it will be minus p by q. So if we are adding both of them, then the result will be 0. that will be minus p by q plus p by q, which will be again 0. So let us understand by some examples, taking some examples. For example, 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4. The result, if both are rational numbers, so the resultant will also be a rational number. See, the first rational number, the second one is also rational number, so the resultant will also be a rational number. So second example, commutative property, if 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4 will also be equals to 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Third, if 1 by 2 plus 0 is equals to 1 by 2, so 0 plus 1 by 2 will be the same. Now 1 by 2 plus minus 1 by 2, this will be 0. Again minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 will be 0. So I hope this is clear. These are the properties: existence of additive property, existence of additive inverse, which means minus p by q. Now next we shall be reading about properties of subtraction of rational numbers. So in this case, basically there are three properties. The first property being the closure property. So this states that if two fractions, for example p by q is a rational number and r by s is also a rational number, being the denominator q and s don't have the number 0, then p by q minus r by s, the resultant will also be a rational number. Next is non-commutative property under subtraction. So this states that if two fractions p by q and r by s are rational number, then p by q minus r by s is not equals to r by s minus p by q. Now the third property is non-associative under subtraction. So now what this property of subtraction of rational number states, that if there are three fractions, say example p by q, r by s and t by u, if all of them three are rational number, so if we are doing the subtraction, for example in a bracket p by q minus r by s, it will be in bracket, and minus t by u. Now this subtraction will not be equals to p by q minus in bracket r by s minus t by u. So these are the properties of subtraction of rational number. For now example 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 are the fraction rational number, so their subtraction, whatever the result will be, will also be a rational number. Now if 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 will not be equals to minus 1 by 3, 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2. Now if 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 minus 3 by 4 is there, so it won't be equals to minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 and in bracket minus 3 by 4. All these won't be equal. This is totally different in case of addition, and in case of subtraction it is totally different. Now the next properties will be the properties of multiplication of rational numbers. Now again in this property of multiplication of rational number there are 5 properties. The first one being closure property, the second one being associative property. I'm sorry for the camera focus. So the second one will be associative property, the third one will be commutative property, the fourth one will be existence of multiplication identity, and the fifth one will be existence of multiplicative inverse. So basically this is the reciprocal, so multiplicative inverse, and that one is also existence of multiplicative identity. I'm sorry for my mistake. Yeah. So now the first one, if two rational number, for example p by q and r by s are rational number, So in that case, P by Q into R by S, whatever the result will be, will also be a rational number. Alright. So next, associative property. So if there are three fractions, for example P by Q, R by S and T by U, then the product of the whole three, P by Q into R by S into bracket into T by U, will be P by Q into R by S into T by U. The next is commutative property, in which P by Q into R by S is equals to R by S into P by Q. The fourth one, existence of multiplicative identity, which means P by Q into 1 will be P by Q. For example, 3 by 2 into 1 is 3 by 2. Now, fifth one is existence of multiplicative inverse, which means just the reciprocal. So, multiplicative inverse, suppose P by minus P by Q and Q by minus P, which is again like 7 by minus 3 into minus 3 by 7. The answer will also be 1. So this is the properties of multiplication of rational numbers: closure property, commutative property, associative property, existence of multiplication identity, and existence of multiplicative inverse. So the next is properties of division of rational numbers, in which there are three properties again. So we will read in detail about this. Again, the first one being closure property, the second one being not commutative property under division, and third one being not, that is not non, that is not, so not associative property under division. So again, the first property, the closure property, it states that if a fraction P by Q and R by S are rational number, being their denominator not equals to 0, then P by Q divided by R by S, the resulting number will be rational number. Second, P by Q divided by R by S is not equals to R by S divided by P by Q. Thirdly, P by Q divided by in bracket R by S divided by T by U is not equals to P by Q divided R by S whole in bracket divided by T by U. So these are the examples. 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 4 is not equals to 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 2, and similarly 1 by 2 divided whole in bracket 3 by 4 divided by 5 by 6 is not equals to 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 4 whole in bracket divided by 5 by 6. So yes, these are the properties of division of rational number. Now next is representation of rational numbers on a number line. So these have certain rules, so we will just check it out. Oh my god, what I did. So please excuse me for the fault. Let me correct it first, then I will explain you. I guess this is better now, and now I'll be very much careful. Yes, so now there are certain rules to represent a rational number on a number line. The first rule: draw a straight line and mark the arrows on both sides of the line to show that the continuous indefinitely in both direction. Now second, mark a point on it and label it as O. It represents 0. Now we will select the unit, whether we want 1 unit or 2 unit. We can write 2, 4, 6. So we need to select the unit. If you want 3 units, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. Similarly on the left side. So the numbering which we are doing, this is the fourth step, in which we just write the number. We do the numbering. So first one is drawing the straight line. So yeah, let me write fourth one is this. So first one is drawing a straight line and giving the arrow. Second one is marking 0. Now third one is writing the unit, selecting unit, and fourth one is just numbering. So these are the steps, and these were the explanation of rational number. I hope I was able to clear you. If you still have any doubt, you can comment down below on the comment section. And thank you for the patience for watching it till the end. Also, if you liked the video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe my channel and also hit the like button. I have drawn with so difficulty. And if you want, you can share the video with your friends as well. And comment down below whatever you feel to ask or share. Thank you.